Hi, fourth graders. This is the Think Central screen. So after you've pressed on the link within the slides presentation, you're going to be directed to this site, and you have to make sure that all of your information right up here is correct in order for you to log in. So when we go ahead and pick the country, it's the United States. We have to select the state. I press my L on my keyboard. my I on my keyboard, and it brings me down to Illinois. The district is Schaumburg. We can go ahead and press S on our keyboard and then scroll down. It's SCH, AUMBURG. And then our school, of course, is Lakeview. And then definitely press remember my school so the information is saved and you only have to do this one time. After that, I'm going to just use just a sample student. So I'm going to go ahead and use an ID. This is not your ID. It is just a sample student. So make sure that you put your own ID number inside the username. So that is the first 6 numbers of your login email that you use to get onto your Chromebook. And then everyone's password is the same. It is the @ which is the number 2 on your keyboard. You press Shift and then the number 2. And then we can go ahead and do capital G, lowercase o, capital M, lowercase a, lowercase t, lowercase h, 5, 4. And I know you can't see it up on this screen, but if you refer to the slide on the math slides, it is there for you to reference the password. After you're done, go ahead and press login. And when you're here, you want to go to the things to do. The first assignment you're going to have to complete is the show what you know. So you can go ahead and press on that. You press the assignment. And then you're going to have to go through all of these things. You can go ahead and press start. You want to make sure that you're going through this all the way through. If you're not quite sure of an answer and you're not quite sure of a term, well, you have to go view example here. It says here, the vertices are the corner points. You can count the vertices of the shape. Look at how many vertices the shape has. There are 5 vertices. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you're not quite sure from there, you can definitely do a step-by-step. That is where it's going to help you out. You have to go ahead and go all the way through, and you need to be at a 75% or higher in order to receive credit. And then after you're done, you need to turn it in. If you do not finish an assignment for whatever reason, mom's calling you, you need to run to grandma's or whatever it might be, you need to press save and close and then go back to it and then turn it in when you're done. For the next assignment, if I just close out, there's going to be no credit given here. If I go back to the homepage, and I go to my things to do, this is the important thing that we are going to be doing this entire time around. If you go to your lesson 10.1, we have to follow through here and it's videos. You need your volume on and you need to make sure that you're listening. It does read it to you out loud. If you press the speaker, it's very, very nice and it does read it to you. You have to go through each lesson by pressing the screen. You can't hear it right now. If I press the volume, of course you can hear it, and it's very, very helpful, but I'm going to turn it off. If you like the captions, you can also have the captions on as well. You need to follow down here. These are the checkpoints. If you do not follow all through the checkpoints and complete the questions and click on the screen as prompted, you are not going to receive credit for it. The main thing is that when you go ahead and click, when you get all the way over here, it's going to be presented a math trainer. You need to complete these problems in order to receive credit. I'm going to go ahead and go back to that. You have to press on the personal math trainer here. After you are done completing all of these questions, you will receive credit for this lesson. But one more thing I want to add. You can view examples. You can view step by step. So here's this example. Here's the step by step. Oh, I got kicked out here. Sometimes it just doesn't. That happens. That's with technology. Give me just a second. I'm going to turn off the volume again. And then we're back at the math trainer where you have to go ahead. Something key that I want you to look at is if you're not understanding, these math on the spot videos are super important for you to watch. I'll go ahead and have it load for you just so you can see an example of this. Here's an actual teacher teaching that same lesson to you. I'll skip forward.
Here's our figure. Now, let's think about what an angle.
Okay, so there's an example. If you want the textbook pages, although you should have it in front of you if you're at school on Friday, this is the textbook page for you to reference. It'll bring it right back up to you, to this lesson here, right out of the book. And then you definitely need to check your answer to make sure that you are getting it correct. Here, your last portion is this red portion, and then this is another personal math trainer, and this is your homework that you need to complete. So it says here 14 questions. Of course, same example, same step-by-step that you can use along the way. Make sure that you turn it at the end. Any questions, make sure that you reach out to myself, Ms. Mursky, or Mrs. Kondrath.